Hey everybody, we are live. It is Thursday. It is 6:30. Glad to see y'all. I will say it's been a week. And not anything bad. It's just been a week. Like, I don't know, all the retrogrades are now coming out. So things are loosening up, so things are feeling better and getting better. So I hope that means things are getting better for you as well. We have another week, at least for Mercury retrograde, to stop. So once that stops in another 7, 8 days, maybe things will get back to normal. Because right now people are off kilter, things are wonky, and a lot of stuff is going on that are out of our control. So today we are talking about, what are we talking about? Living in the gray and enough. So I'm gonna start with enough first because enough is the shirt of the month. I don't have it on right now. I have on domestic therapist. Um, Came up with domestic therapist because as therapists, most of us we can only see people in our state. So that makes me a domestic therapist. Get it? In the state. And then I have one that says international life coach because I am gonna start opening my life coaching back up so I can see people for life coaching in different areas and different places, not just North Carolina. So it's actually up on my website if y'all want to go ahead and look at getting an appointment for life coaching. Let me know. I'm only doing packages. I'm not doing individual sessions per se. You would have to purchase a package because life coaching is a type of commitment, and we're working toward a certain goal, and depending on how much time we feel you need to make that goal, we'll see. So yeah. So that is enough. You can get the enough shirt and this one if you're a therapist on my website as well. Um Actually it's two different websites. Whatever. It's a whole thing. So last night I did a thing. I mean, I'm not posting it. If y'all find it somewhere, that's on y'all. I'm not posting. It was, I'm not gonna say it was out of my character, it's out of my character for public consumption. I'll just say that. Uh but yeah, I did erotic poetry, Ladies of Erotica with City Soul. It was great. So yeah, I can't wait to do something like that again. We'll see. But I decided to do living in the gray because living in the gray is something, one, that I've talked about with one of my clients, and another thing that a lot of us do. We live in the gray. I had a client, they were like, no, things are black and white. It's either this or it's this. And I'm like, but it's not. Because in life, nothing is always this or always this, especially when it comes to people. As people, we're never just that one thing. We're never just this all the time. We're never just that, we are all over the place. We can be over here one day, we can be over here the next day. I mean, I know you have people that you're like, oh, I can count on them to do this. But then there's that one time they do something different. And then you're like, oh, what happened? I thought you were this, because there's no black and white. There's mostly gray. And I was talking to this person about living in the gray, and they are very rigid and they don't want to. And I'm like, but that's where life is. Unfortunately, unfortunately. And even the word gray is in the gray. Do you know that there's two spellings of gray? I like Grey. I don't know why. I just like the E. But apparently the Grey is used in Europe and other places. Maybe that's why I like it. I don't know. And the GRAY is normally used in the United States, and they had the exact same meaning. Nothing different. So even gray lives in the gray because it has different spellings. It means the same thing. So I was I didn't even want to say dating. I was talking to someone. Thought it might lead to somewhere. We did not. We stopped talking, and now we're just friends. Like, we ain't good, but we still good. Usher. Love me some Usher. But so, because what we were doing when we were talking was kind of in the gray, we stopped whatever we were doing at some point. And then they were like, apparently they ended up talking to someone else in my area. And they were like, yeah, they said they were seeing a therapist, and their therapist's name was Adrian. I was like, Then they said they asked the last name and it wasn't me. And I was like, oh, cool. And they were like, yeah, because you just have to stop seeing them. I said, no, you would have had to stop seeing them because I'm going to keep doing what I do with clients. Like, I know how to separate stuff. And again, when you're living in the gray area, sometimes people can't separate stuff. And because I knew what we had was in a gray area and not solidified, we were not in a relationship, we were not together. It is what it is. And I will say, not all relationships should not be in the gray area. I'm gonna need y'all to solidify those and figure out what y'all doing, where y'all going, and all this other stuff. And I just say that and maybe not in the beginning, because I tell people, want to know, they don't want to live in the gray area when it comes to relationships. I will say I'm kind of in the gray area because people are like, what are you looking for? And sometimes you don't know it till you have it. And then it's like, ooh, that's what I want. Because you don't want to say, I want this, I want this, I want this. And then you have somebody who gives you this and this, but then they bring something different and you like it. But because you said you wanted these three things and they have a little different, does that mean you can't have this person? You see what I'm saying? So sometimes you can't be so concrete on everything that you say. You can't be so hard and straight up and down the line and so black and white with things, because sometimes things are presented to us that are in the gray and it's like, "Ooh, I didn't think about that. Can I come over from the black? Can I come over? Can I come into the gray area and be okay?" So, especially with relationships, I don't say exactly what I want. People ask, what, and I don't want to say one thing and then this person not have that one thing, but they have something else that I like. So, hey LJ, thanks for popping in. And it's a whole thing that people sometimes don't understand. And yeah, so when it comes to that type of relationships and people saying, what do you want? I always tell people, sometimes you absolutely have to get to know people. I will never tell anybody, oh, I'm looking for a relationship, oh, I'm looking to get married, oh, I'm looking for, because I don't want you to think I'm looking for that with you. Like, I need to know who you are before we do anything else. And I will say, I don't know if it's me. It must be me. It's me. I'm gonna say it's me. That a lot of the men that I meet and we start talking and moving towards something, what we end up moving toward is a friendship. Because I like them. I like them for who they are in different areas and aspects of themselves. But sometimes I just don't like this person for a relationship. They're not for me in that way. But I do find value in people, so I end up having friendships with people that aren't necessarily romantic relationships, which is okay too. Like, you need all types of relationships in life. So yeah, living in the gray, that's it's kind of where life is. Because like I said, you can never predict what somebody's going to say, do, or be. There's somebody out there that did something to somebody, and then there's somebody out there that's saying, oh, they would never do such a thing. Because again, nothing in life is black and white. We have times, we have moments, we have, especially dealing with people. So yeah. And I'm thinking, I'm debating, I don't know if I'm gonna keep doing lives. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Maybe I'll just do them every now and then. I'll pop in and out and do them. And yeah, unless we have something to talk about. We'll see. I'm gonna finish out this month and then we'll see what happens for the rest of the month. So I am going to start doing, so I realized what I'm going to start doing. So I already have Mirror Minute Monday, Mental Health Tip Tuesday, Workout Wednesday. And so now I'm going to start Therapy Note Thursday. It's going to be like little things you can take for your therapist, things for therapy, things to talk about in therapy, different stuff like that. Just, because some people are new to therapy. Some people like don't know what to say, don't know what to do. And actually like interviewing a therapist, all that kind of stuff, like things you need to know about therapy that a lot of people don't know. So that won't be a live, that'll be a post, be a quick clip or something, just like the rest of my clips. But yeah, just to help out and give you more information. So yeah, I think that's it. Thank y'all for the love. Getting some love on TikTok over here today. I appreciate y'all. So okay, I see Facebook. And that was Instagram. People was talking to me. Fan base. Where y'all at today? Normally I get some views on fan base. I don't know where y'all at today. But it's been great. So thank y'all. I will see y'all next Thursday. And oh, you know what I was supposed to read? I was supposed to read enough. What I have written down about enough. So it's my calendar. I need to order new calendars because coming up on the end of the year. So we'll be doing more on calendars. So what I wrote about enough is enough can be a full sentence, beginning of a sentence, or the end of one. It can indicate worth, satisfaction, or just being done. You can make your own enough statement that resonates with you the most. Use the statements below as examples. I am enough. You are enough. I have had enough. Enough of this. Enough of that. Enough. Yeah. So that's it for enough. And again, I have I think I made posts. I'll make some more posts about where you can get your enough shirt. Because that's the shirt of the month. And I will chat with you all later. Thank y'all for watching. All right, TikTok. Love you. Bye. All right, fan base. I will holler at you later. IG. What it do? What it do? Bye. Facebook and YouTube. Love y'all the most. Bye.